It was a dark and stormy night, and Sarah found herself lost in the woods. She had been on a camping trip with her friends, but they had decided to take a shortcut back to their campsite, and now Sarah was hopelessly lost. She tried to use her phone to call for help, but there was no signal. As she stumbled through the woods, she began to hear strange noises, whispers and laughter that seemed to come from all around her. Suddenly, she stumbled upon a clearing. In the center of the clearing was a small cabin, and despite her better judgment, Sarah felt drawn to it. She cautiously approached the cabin, and as she got closer, she could see that there was a light on inside. She knocked on the door, but there was no answer. She tried the door, and to her surprise, it was unlocked. As she stepped inside, she was hit with a wave of fear. The cabin was dark and musty, and it was clear that no one had lived there for years. But as she turned to leave, she saw a small note on the table. It read, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself." Suddenly, the whispers and laughter grew louder, and Sarah realized that she was not alone in the cabin. She tried to run, but something held her back. It was as if her fear had taken physical form and was holding her in place. She could feel it wrapping around her, suffocating her, and as she gasped for air, she realized that the note was right. The only thing she had to fear was fear itself. With a scream, she broke free of the fear's grasp and stumbled out of the cabin. She ran blindly through the woods until she found her friends, who had been searching for her. They brought her back to their campsite, and she spent the rest of the night huddled by the fire, trembling with fear. From that day on, Sarah was never the same. She couldn't shake the feeling that the fear was still out there, waiting for her. And whenever she heard someone repeat the phrase, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself," she couldn't help but shudder.